What's up, everybody? Welcome, Dream Agent. So in today's video, I would like to address something very important, which is recruiting. Now, if we try to solve the problem as everybody else, then we are going to get the exact same results as everybody else, which is not much. Every agent out there is supposed to handle two tasks in their business. They need to sell policies, but also they need to recruit their downline. And recruiting doesn't happen by chance or doesn't happen because you are nice. It happens because you have a strategic path that you are going to follow and that you are able to give some value to people so that you can make them want to stay with you. Because there is a question to answer before we even get into the details here. So what makes you so interesting that I want to join your team? And if I join your team, what makes you even more interesting to stick with you and not move to the next opportunity? If you don't give me something of value, something that will help me achieve my goals quickly and effectively, then probably if there is another opportunity where somebody is giving better help, then I will be jumping on it, right? So the idea is we want to make sure that we have clear path that we are taking people through so that we can move them to the next level. Now, the first step inside this process is understanding what industry, niche, market, vertical that I'm trying to get my next lead from. This is extremely important. Chances if you are hiring somebody who never sold anything, then their journey to success will be probably much longer than somebody who is already selling. Obviously, somebody who is selling, he's already in the heat. He's trying already he knows how to follow up. He knows he's okay with being rejected. He has. So there's so many things once you are doing the job that will differentiate you from somebody who's doing just a desk job. So that's obvious. It's not a rule, but it still has a better percentage of happening. So what we want to make sure to do is that we are going and tackling and targeting a specific vertical. And here I'm talking about somebody, even if you speak to somebody, try to target people, for example, who sell in large surfaces like Best Buy or like Costco or anything like that, then these people may have a better chance of becoming great sales for my sales people, life insurance agent, than somebody who never sold anything. Or if I go and speak to people who are telemarketers, those people, they are taking phone calls on a daily basis. They are in the heat, in the trenches on a daily basis. So the idea is, once you define the industry or the vertical, that gives you, that narrows so much where you want to go and try to hire from. And this in itself is very empowering because you are not looking for everybody. You are not, they say in marketing, if you are speaking to everybody, you are speaking to nobody. So the idea is we want to make sure that we are narrowing down who we want to speak to the minimum. So, I mean, as much as we can. So now that we narrow down on the market or the vertical, now we want to make sure that we are stepping one step further and we are trying to hone in on who is the person inside that market, inside that vertical, that has a better chance to become a life agent than somebody else. And here I want to highlight something very important. It was mentioned by Russell Brunson or Steve Larson, I think. So there are three probable categories inside any market of customers. There is the diehard, which is a person who's very satisfied with their product, very satisfied with the vehicle they are driving, and if you try to convince them to move to your vehicle, you are just wasting your time. So it's better not to even talk to these kind of people. The next level is people who are satisfied, and these people, they are just trying to they are satisfied, they are okay, they don't look for something else, but if you approach them, then you're gonna be like trying to sell them, pull their teeth, and they're gonna start to dime and nickel you on every single aspect of your offer, and at the end of the day you're just going to run away. So it's better not to even talk to these people, because they are already okay. So they are not looking for something else, and they are just trying to make their vehicle or offer a little bit better, or what they pay a little bit better. And they are finally the third category is the frustrated. And these people, they are driving a specific vehicle, but they are tired. They are frustrated. They don't want to be driving this vehicle anymore, and they are looking silently into trying to find another way of making money, because they believe in the sell, they believe in the opportunities, but that they just feel that this vehicle that they are driving, it's not the right way. So they think that they need to have a different vehicle. Once you approach people with the new vehicle, and most of the time it works, because like Russell Brunson says, it doesn't need to be new, it's just to be different. Once you approach them with a different vehicle, then it makes a lot of sense for them, so that you can move them into your opportunity and help them grow and get results quickly. So that's very important. So now we understand the vertical, we understand who we want to speak to, and next we want to understand how to build a system that can do the recruiting for us on autopilot. We don't need to be there on a daily basis. If we understand these elements about the niche, we understand who we want to talk to, so it's easy to set up a landing page where we can go and expose that landing page to our specific target market that we spoke about, that we just mentioned, and then we start recruiting people on autopilot. What we do, not only recruit people on autopilot, but we are able to vet people early in the process, so that we can qualify those who we are going to allow to come in, and those who we're going to reject. So this is very, very important, because if you are not able to vet early and filter out early, you will get all kind of people that just waste your time. So you want to make sure that you are following up and spending time with people who has potential of becoming your members of your team. This next thing is making sure that you are stopping trading time for money, because once you build a funnel and you have everything is automated, and believe me, it's very easy now. It used to be hard. There used to be a lot of technical aspects. I'm having a flex bridge project that I'm working on at the moment, that is going to be ready in few days. And if you are interested, it's really easy. Everything is automated. You feed the system, the software, all the information you need, and it spits for you a huge, beautiful funnel that really recruits for you and does all the job. And finally, we want to give our new hire, something concrete that can help them move fast into getting results. And this is where things start to get interesting. This is where the game is played. Somebody says, every problem is an opportunity in disguise. And I truly believe in this, because problems are not problems. Problems are just a new opportunity to approach, to solve them, and give that to our market. If you are building a team under you, then you need to be willing to give. And now giving, we are not going to give just anything. It needs to have to respond to certain criteria. For example, it needs to have a high perceived value. It needs to be different than what's in the market. It needs to provide not only value, but it needs to provide strategic path to growth. So all these things happen because we are going to build an offer. And before I speak about an offer, there is a book called Blue Ocean Strategies. This is the book that was able to bring this concept to life, because the premise of the book is basically instead of trying to sell a product, a standalone product, once you are able to repackage that product and put it into an offer, the perception completely shifts, and you are not fighting in a red ocean anymore. You are building your own blue ocean where you can be different and stand above and beyond your competition and sell comfortably. So if we decide to build an offer and give it to to be different and to give it to our new hire, then this will tremendously change the way we do business, and people will stick with us. People, the echo of your work will start to expand in the market. People will start coming to us because they know that they're gonna be getting a clear path into how to grow fast and get results faster. And the way we do that, this may sound like some very hard concept to do, but it's really, really simple. The idea that when we have it doesn't matter what you sell, every single product happens to solve a very specific problem. Now, every single problem, every single solution that you create, once you create that solution, it creates a new set of problems underneath it. For example, if you never bought a car and you just bought your first car, then once you buy a car, you start thinking about how to change oil, you start to think about the price of gas. You try to start to think about, what if I have a tire flat? What I'm going to do? How I'm going to fix that flat tire? So you get the gist. You start to think about different problems. If I have some problem, mechanical problem, how am I going to solve it? I need to find the right mechanic from now so that I can be on the safe side. So there are a lot of problems that needs to be solved. Once you have one solution, there are a number of problems that happen to appear at the same time. What we do as marketer, once we have that solution, we go and we list maybe the top 10 or top 15, 20 problems that solution will eventually create. And we go and we solve those problems, and we present them and we give them on a platter, on a golden platter, to our new hire, so that when they join, they have a clear path to getting results quickly as possible. For example, if I tell you that if you are a life insurance agent and you are hiring me as a new agent, probably the first thing, some of the new things that I'm gonna need is to have a clear strategy on how to go about generating leads. That's probably something that it will be very impactful for me if I have a clear marketing strategy. Also, if I have a clear sales call structure on how to close people. If I have a powerful lead generation prototype that help me create leads on the fly. If I have a blueprint on how to execute strategic follow-ups. All these sub-problems will have tremendous impact on my results and on my growth. Therefore, if you can solve for me all these problems, then probably I will stick with you and I will speak good about you and about your opportunity to other people. So at the end of the day, we need to do everything in alignment with with prior actions, so that there is momentum, so we can be able to create momentum and get people the right growth that they are looking for. So in today's video, I hope that you guys get a gist of what I was trying to speak about. If you haven't joined the Dream Agent Facebook group, please do so, because all this information, we can expand on all this information really unless we have, because every single detail has every single point has a lot of detail. So it's important that you can be exposed to the information and have interaction with us so that we can get you better results. So the just go and look and insert Dream Agent Academy and it will pop up. Then you can ask the 3 questions and join. Have a great day and talk soon.